Hello and welcome to day 57 of creating this PHP web framework this series. This is part 5 of the database, and previously we did make some headway. We was able to export basically the entire schema to create all the tables in a new database, or create the database as well, and all of the data. It's not a lot here because we don't have a lot of information, but we're still getting a warning when I try to literally do something simple and basically open up a file, create a file. So which is sort of leading me to believe that the stuff that we was doing before was working. It's just that it wasn't opening the stream. So why permission denied? It's denied in backup.php, it's saying. So let me have a look at that. So if I go to applications, XAMPP, htdocs, and in here, that's where permissions are denied. So let me have a quick look at info. I'm pretty sure I have basic permissions. I might need to do a chmod on it. Max chmod. I think that's the 1777. I'll keep getting messages. Give me a second. Okay, so if I open up terminal, what was it? Okay, so chmod. If I just drag this on, it's not cd mod. That one works. Mod 2. I don't know what if it doesn't know what that is. Okay, so let me just try running this now. Nah, still got the same crap. What happens if I were to do that? No such file directory. Okay, that's fine. Let me see if I just do it on the directory itself. Let me try and still failing to open stream. It's not being created there. Mate just keep texting me about Bitcoin. Just give me a second. Okay, so that doesn't seem to be doing anything. I'm gonna have a look at it again. Failed to open stream. Actually, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna quickly test out this line here on my server. So I'm gonna go to code anywhere. I'm just gonna block the screen a second because there will be some sensitive information. It says A-frame setting up, just ignore that. So I just want to see if this works on this end. So and I'll do it with a website that I've got live that uses the framework. I'll just do it on one. Okay, where's the app folder? Just bear with me. Just bear with me. Okay. Okay, so let's see if this works. I'm gonna enable debugging because it doesn't seem like it's worked, just to see if it actually. Let me just refresh this directory in case it has. No, it doesn't look like it's put in any. Oh. It looks like it's worked. Didn't enable debugging or anything, and it's created it, and I will go off it now. Okay, I need to remove that line of code. So just give me a second. If you're hearing some noises, some mugs around, again, just bear with me, and we're back. So let me just remove this or move this over. So it actually saved it, and lo and behold, it saved in this directory. This one here, the public directory, even though we had it in a view. It worked the way we expected. PHP fopen not working on localhost. So what is the issue? Why doesn't it work on localhost? You can hear any hammering, sorry about that, it's just next door. Unless it's created the other hidden file. Let's have a look. Nah, hidden files. So just need to relaunch this now. No, it doesn't look like it's here at all. Don't see why it would be hidden anyway. Doesn't have the sort of extension that would warrant hiding. So I'm gonna set that back to no. Okay, in PHP INI. So let me check what XAMPP is saying. If there is anything open configuration file. I probably will need to restart here. I'll just have a quick look. Pardon me. Restart the server. So configure it. I just want to see if it's still there. Will appear so. Assuming I've added it to the right place. Doesn't look like it. No. See what else we got in here. I'm actually going to activate that command again. That's definitely a lot louder now. PHP INI, where would it be? It should be. Yeah. Okay, so let me try open this up with the good old Sublime. F open. It's got it on, so try if this works. I'll try it, why not? Still the same crap again and again. Failed to open the goddamn stream. Still not working local. Let's see what this guy's on about. And sorry about this. Just constantly getting messages. Don't think there's a semicolon, though. Actually, maybe there was. Let's whack it here again, just to make sure. Nope. I think that's when I use Radiant as well. What's this moaning about? Probably just this. So you open the error log. Open access log. Doesn't look like this is it either. A whole heap of stuff that's been opened since May. It's just 3 months. Literally 3 months today. Okay. I'm going to try and open this one as well. what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna try using that method that I saw on the website for checking the info. I think it literally was just PHP info. Okay, so this is the PHP info. Got a phone call, give me a second. Okay, yeah, sorry about that, and let's continue with what we was doing. So we're looking at, see if there's anything about the F open here. F URL, F open. You meant to have this font style? What's it, or I've got on there that's messing it up. Yeah, it is my file. It's just harder to read that way, so I'm just gonna go to public CSS test style. That should fix it. Go down, that's a lot easier to read, that is now. And if I search for open again, it is here. You'll see in a moment. Local value, master value, it is on. I have no local host. I want to get it to work local host. Why is it not working local host? chmod 777 recursive. So we'll do it to all of its contents. -r. We'll just try and force it because it seems alright on the server side. It seems to be all messed up on my local thing. So if I go to this chmod, not cdmod, chmod -r777 hd docs. maybe it's not allowed to permit because that error didn't appear anymore. Let's have a look. Dun, 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 dun. Ah, yes, created it. So this worked on something on one of the folders. So they have to change the right one. Okay, that's fine. So if you ever have an issue, just make sure you just obviously change it in your PHP info, but online I think servers are configured so you can do the fopen crap and whatnot. Okay, so now that that is done, the real question is, this is the one I'm using. It's got a lot of stars, seems to be very popular. It's extremely simple to use. Whereas I was looking at some other ones before. Was this the one that I was having a look at? No, yeah, it's a totally different one. This is the one I was trying to look at before. And the example was, let's have a look at the example. Test PHP. Does seem like quite extensive. Do I even need, does it need to be that much? Let me see what happens if I do this. So if I get rid of this, so it's gonna export it out. Let me try that now. I'm so excited. And it's working. I feel like Anakin from Phantom Menace. It's working. Yep. Okay, so now the next question is, how can we simplify it even more? So we got in the classic folder called dump, it's called db backup. And it was from this link over here. So I want to keep a record of this. Seems to be working very well. So the backup, db backup. So what I'm gonna do now is in here, let's put from. Okay, so really if we go back to here, we don't want to have to do this. I should just be able to create something like so, or better yet, a static method. And in the static method we can call a function like so. Or I really should rename this db backup. You could argue should it be part of this class, but because it's not my own thing, it's an external library. Actually, if it's an external library, the question is, should it be within libs? It's not very complex, that's a given, but I still think it should be in there. So if I were to go to libs, and if I were to create a new folder called db backup, pretty sure that's what we'll called. In here, I'll whack this file in. I'll show in find and I'll move it manually. And this was in libs, db backup. We'll have it within the core config, I mean the db config. So we'll have db backup true. So that's how you disable it if you do want it disabled. In the db class, what we'll actually do is check. We'll check if config get db backup. If that's true, then we're going to do a require once. And what we're going to require is go out, we're going to go into libs. I'm going to go into db backup / I'm going to rename that to, what was the default name? db.backup.class. I'll rename it to the original one. I'll copy that, paste that into here. So if I rerun this, this should still work. Method the same name as their class. Has a deprecated constructor, I'll sort that out after. Don't you worry. So if I were to just refresh, okay, that's good. If I were to go to localhost now, so if I go back to the config file, so db config, change this to a false. The entire thing is just messing up. Yeah, I just need to get rid of that. Okay, so we want this on true. We're going to have a look at so we get that in here. Let's have a look what we're dealing with in the libs section. So now, can any of this be abstracted out? That is the question. What can we abstract out? What is worth abstracting out? Yeah, I think what I'll do is create a whole new file in here, and this will be something like index.php or whatever. Actually, it does have problems regarding. It should be an __ constructor. does it still work or not? No, it doesn't. I seem like it, but didn't echo anything out. So something about it didn't work. So he creates it, so he gets it into, or does it create it? What I mean by that is, created a file, but are there any contents in there? Okay, just as I expected. Go back to the no, that was my bad. It's underscore construct, not constructor. So that should be a-okay now. If I were to open that back up, okay. Again, we have results that is working. So we fixed that little warning that he was giving us. And yeah, we're going to abstract this out into a singleton, a static singleton. Should it be a singleton or not? Should we just have a static class that creates this? What time is it? It's been 37 minutes. I'm going to end it now. Very confident that we'll get this done in the next video. So this is looking very, very, very good. What we'll do, we'll make a comment here. Abstract into db.php class. So what we'll actually do, we'll put in here, because that's already a singleton. We already are able to get this, so we'll have a specific method just for this. We already have access to all this stuff in here, so yeah, we'll keep it within here. It's a good idea. So we'll have a method. So in the constructor, we would construct this if that thing is true. Then what we would do, we just call a backup method, something like this, and then saving it out would go something like that. Obviously not necessarily that file name. We're actually allowed to pass in the file name, and we'll just save it as the .sql file. And what does a plus do? I want to see what a plus is. So fopen a plus. Very happy with the way today has gone. Made great progress. Read and write. Read, write, preserve file content by writing to the end of the file. Is that what we want? We want W plus, actually. W plus. Again, if I just confirm they're still working. Yeah, that's fine. And so I'll just make a little checklist. I'll just call it, I'll leave it called checklist. So abstract functionality from view into DB class. look into automatically downloading the file. That's it. Okay, so there's some nice functionality in there. Next, what could we work on next? I think I'll probably bump up CMS. I'll come back to it once we're done here. But CMS is looking very much like it. Okie dokie, so now that is it. Yeah, that's it then. So just the usual stuff. Thanks for watching. If you have any questions, you want to contribute to the code, the wiki, ideas, Trello, anything like that, feel free to post them on our educational platform, sonarlearning.co.uk. There'll be a link in the description to that, plus our GitHub page, which contains all the source code and the wiki and some of the documentation pieces. If you want to communicate to us, obviously you do so the way I said. Also, we got Facebook, Twitter, Google Plus. There'll be links in the description as well. And as usual, thank you for watching, and I will see you in the next video.